Okay, good morning. It is Thursday morning and I am finally back up here at the hiking trail. I'm at the same approximate location, but I'm farther up. So to give you an idea, well, first of all, I've got my selfie stick situation right here. I've got a backpack with some water in there and a few other little things, extra GoPro. And I've got my walking stick. In all the videos that I've shared out walking, you've never seen me with this stick because I've always forgot to bring it along. So I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, there we go. We've got the selfie stick ready to go. Let's grab our trusty walking stick. This will always help me out. The very upper parking lot. Another vehicle here. A young lady just come jogging down the road over here. So let's walk down here just a little ways. So you see the gate here, and then they've got it fixed so that nobody can drive up there. This has always been known to us as the city road or the reservoir road. There is an actual city reservoir up this road that we'll eventually be taking a look at, where I was at on the last time I was up here, which has been about 6 or 7 days ago because of bad weather. This is the fence. It went down that way and we looked at the other end of that. This is the big outdoor amphitheater that will be getting used this summer a lot. So the road I was talking about going to the reservoir runs right along there, and it'll go up there quite a ways. Where I was at before is down over the side there, and that's where the ditch trail is at, and I walked it way back up in there. And the train tracks that used to be there, and of course the creek. So today I wanted to take this trail here because this is a pretty new trail. Many years ago when I was a kid, growing up in this area, this trail was not here. The only thing that was here was the city reservoir road and nothing else. But the last 25 years or so they have decided to build hiking trails, and I guess that's a good thing. So we're gonna follow this trail. I'm not sure where this trail is going to come out at. I'm hoping it's going to come out on the overlook, and that's going to be quite a long ways in that direction. That's where I'm hoping to make it today, to the big overlook, and then we'll have a nice view of that area kind of over in there. So I haven't been up here since last summer. I came up here a few times, and I remember saying to myself, I need to follow this trail and just see where it goes. Feel pretty good right now. Hips feeling all right. Ankles feeling all right so far. But I know it won't be by the end of this day. I'll be hurting pretty bad. But it's a good hurt, and boy, I need to be out here doing this, because it'll certainly make things better over time. Looking back the way I came, as you can see, we have a lot of laurel trees here, and there's pine in there as well, and we got these two great big monstrous laurel trees. They're everywhere up here. I have walked about 10 minutes and I've come to what looks like a little creek area, or it used to be, and the trail goes on, and look at that in the distance. There's a big house right there. There's another big house there. And then farther up is another big house. So this trail, I can see it goes over here and then it switches back. It's just gonna go right alongside those houses. Fairly little steep part of the hill, but I'm taking it all right. Oh, but look at this. We're gonna be right along these big old houses. Wow. I don't know how long it's been since these places were built, but they're right along the trail. Well, they're pretty new, that's for sure. Moving right along. so bizarre to be up here walking around in a place that I know was absolute wilderness when I was a kid in the 70s, and now houses are just right here. Just standing here taking a little breather. My first one since I started here about 20 minutes ago. So my family moved here to this town in 1966. When I was 6 years old, I was in the middle of first grade. And because of the move from the town I live in now to this town, I was held back in the first grade. I failed the first grade because I just didn't do very well, and I don't really remember that at all. But we lived in a house straight down that way on the other end of town, and we lived in a house that's no longer there, and we were there maybe a year, and then up to this area, not very far from here, just actually probably 5 minutes walk from here. We lived in another big house that is completely unrecognizable now. It's still there, but it's been changed so much. And we moved there in 67 to around 69, I think. I don't remember exactly how long we were at either one of those places. And that's when I first got my taste of this area up here. Close to it. But then by 69 we had moved down to the house that I shared earlier at the bottom of the cemetery, and then my mother lived there until 91, and that's the most fond memory house that I have up in this area. I hope this isn't all poison oak. Anyway, I'm not touching anything no matter what, because I don't even know what poison oak or poison ivy looks like. All right, continuing on. This road is getting fairly steep, and I remember there being various access points to this area in the house that we lived in down in there. And I know those places are no longer accessible because they keep building farther and farther up the hill here. And so those access points that used to be there, that were so easy there, are just no longer there anymore. So all right, let's continue on. Ooh, this feels good. The weather's just perfect. I can see another big house right there. It looks like we might be coming out onto the actual reservoir road now, because we're starting to head back towards it. I actually looked for my pocket compass for a while today and couldn't find it. I don't know where it's at. I would have liked to have brought that with me. Oh yeah, it's a big house up there. Oh, hope I'll run into a bench pretty soon. It's been about half an hour I've been walking, and I could use a little sit-down break. All right, it's a couple of woodpeckers at the very top of that tree there. I see 3, and they were pecking away as I approached. And now they're watching me, and they say, "We're not going to peck anymore till you leave." Okay, I see a bench straight ahead. And in fact, I see 2 benches straight ahead. So we are just about to re-enter the reservoir road. I kind of thought we were. That's good, because I do need to sit down and drink some water and take a little break. Take a little breather. So this is the reservoir road, and we have went past where the reservoirs are at. There was the old reservoir, which has always been up here, which I first discovered when I was about 9. I had walked up this road without permission and got in trouble when I got home. But I saw the old reservoir, and then they've had to build a second, bigger reservoir. And we'll take a look at those in another video, probably tomorrow, if I come back up here tomorrow. So it's big open area. I don't know why they made this, but they did. And they made this probably 25 years ago when they started making all these hiking trails. So I'm gonna plop down in one of these benches, and I do believe that trail right there is gonna take us back down to the end of the horse trails. That's it right there. That will take us down to the end of the horse trails. So maybe tomorrow I'll take that walk, and then we'll walk back on the horse trails. I don't know. And I'm gonna plop down in that bench over there and take a break, and then we'll continue on up the reservoir road.